Hey CWOL kid, glad you joined us today. I'm so excited to see every single one of your face. I see it in the lens right now. So we have an awesome message for you today, so just tune in, get ready. It's gonna be great, it's gonna be awesome.
You see in me is Jesus. I'm gonna show my friends and family this light glowing inside of me. I'm gonna shine for all the world to see. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 for all the world to see. Is gonna win, 'cause every day I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna shine for all the world to see. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 for all the world to see. I'll show them love, joy, peace, and patience. Goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Come on! Love, I put others first. Joy, I believe God's promises. Peace, I know I'm God's child. Patience, I can wait. Kindness and goodness, I care about others. Faithfulness, you can count on me. Gentleness, I am ready to listen. And self-control, I won't let sin win. I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 I'm gonna shine a light. Oh, 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 for all the world to see. I'll show them love, joy, peace, and patience. Kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I'll show them love, joy, peace, and patience. Kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
Hey everybody! Do you know who this sounds like? Can you guess who this is talking? Okay, we're gonna do a sounds like game with Mr. Chad and Mr. Noah. So you guys, you try to guess the sound too. Here we go. Miss Sandra.
Can I guess first? Okay, I'm guessing first. That was a policeman, I think. Probably.
But are you sure?
Police siren. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was a policeman. It was a police car. It was the sirens on the police car.
I said the police siren.
Let's hear our sound.
Mario.
Mario.
Ah!
What Chad said wasn't English. Mine was.
That was, oh, everybody knows. That was fast.
Mario.
Legendary.
That's actually Super Mario.
Rattlesnake.
I don't know if that was a
I
rattlesnake.
don't know.
It's a rattlesnake.
Sounds like I mean, if that's a rattlesnake, that is right up on his tail.
That's a rattlesnake.
Sounds like a rain stick to me.
Rattlesnake.
It's probably a rattlesnake.
It really was a
rattlesnake.
rattlesnake.
Fart.
That was Mr. Chad.
That was a
I was not expecting
that's a
that.
bass. That's a bass fart.
No treble in that one.
Next sound.
You're ruining my life!
What do y'all think?
I don't know what that was. Who she was talking to, Mr. Chad?
Her parents?
Yes, it must have been.
You're ruining my life!
So, did you guys guess the sounds? Was it easy? Some of those sounds were easy. They were really easy. Some of the sounds I was surprised about. Like, well, you know which sound I'm talking about. I was surprised. But also the sound from Miss Sandra. You know, now we know Miss Sandra would never do that. But you know, there probably could have been somebody out there that's done that before, or you felt like doing that before. I mean, have you ever had the thought like, you're ruining my life? I mean, you know, like when they're not letting you go somewhere you want to go. They're not letting you do something you want to do. Maybe all your friends are doing it. They're not letting you get something you want to get. Maybe something all your friends are getting. And like you can feel like everybody's gonna have it, or everybody's gonna get to go but me, or everybody's gonna get to do it but me. And you're like, that's ruining my life. All of these people are gonna have fun and I'm gonna not. And it can make you feel like it's ruining your life. You know, and honestly, like the devil wants us to think that a lot too. He wants us to think they're ruining our lives. But you know what? The Bible actually says that parents can ruin our lives. But not for the reason you're thinking. The Bible actually does tell us that. It warns parents. It says in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 18. This is the New Living Translation. And it says, discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you will ruin their lives. That's really what it says. They literally can ruin our lives, but not for not letting us do something we want to do or go somewhere. I mean, how they can ruin our lives is by not discipline. The Bible really, you know, remember like last week we talked about obeying your parents, for this is well pleasing. Not because he wants your life ruined, but he does not want your life ruined. Like, he does not want your life ruined. I mean, think about this. If you nobody ever told you anything, you didn't have to listen to nothing, you could do whatever you wanted, how many of you would not brush your teeth? Like, a lot. Like maybe you would once a week, but how many of you would probably like go not after not brushing your teeth? Or morning after morning not brushing your teeth? I mean, like, or how many of you would just like, if nobody was telling you anything and you just like could eat candy every day, or you could, I don't know, play video games all night and all day and keep going till you just like collapse. You know, I mean, like we really need that help. I mean, like, think about this. If you did not brush your teeth, would your teeth end up looking like this? Not gross. Rotten teeth. But you know, like, that was kind of a play. But look at these. These are for real rotten teeth. These are real rotten teeth. Look at this. Ooh. That's why you know, like, sometimes we need help. Like, hey, brush your teeth. But I don't feel like you brush your teeth. Because, like, they don't want your life ruined. They don't want your teeth ruined. They don't want your life ruined. You know? So that's what the Bible's talking about. He's like, if parents don't discipline, then they can actually ruin your life. So that's why, you know, you need to let your parents discipline. But this reminds me of a guy in the Bible whose name was Eli. And Eli was a priest. He was a man of God. And he had 2 sons. And his sons was Phineas and Ferb. No, it was not Phineas and Ferb. And they didn't have a pet. No, his name, one of his sons was Phineas. His other son was Hophni. I want to show you how to spell it. Okay, so Eli's the dad, Hophni was one of the sons, and Phineas was a son. So here's their names. Now they were grown up at this time, and they were all priests, which meant, like, you know, they were supposed to take care of God's people. And you know what? They didn't. Now Eli wasn't doing, well, hang on. His sons were doing bad. His sons were stealing offering. His sons was doing wrong to God's people, like over and over, which they were being very disrespectful of God because they didn't care that these people were bringing this offering to God, and they were just taking it for themselves. I mean, they were not doing well at all. And Eli did not agree with what they were doing, but you know what? He didn't do anything. He went to them, kind of said something about it because he knew it was going on. But that's as far as it went. He didn't discipline them. I mean, you know, like, how many of you, if your parents found out you were stealing, how would they discipline you? Well, how many know, even though these were grown men, you know what? He was still over them. And he could have told them, you know what? You're not going to be a priest anymore. If you're not doing right by God's people, you're still an offering. You're not going to be a priest anymore. But you know what? He didn't do that. Wow. He didn't discipline them. And you know what? God warned him. But he still didn't do anything. He didn't say, okay, that's it. No more. No more, you can't be a priest. No more. Give me the priest clothes, because they wore certain clothes and everything. No, he didn't do that. And you know what? It ended up ruining their lives. Because of that sin that they were in, they didn't have God's protection, and they ended up dying both in the same day. On the exact same day, both of them died. And then their dad, Eli, got the news that now here's both his sons are dead. And you know what? It did not go well. So their whole lives were ruined. Just like what the scripture says, that discipline your children while there is hope. Otherwise, you ruin their lives. They really can. But, you know, because think about this. What it's talking about, while there's hope. You know, what if when they were young, how many know these guys didn't get like this overnight? You know what I mean? They didn't all of a sudden, oh, they're stealing, all of a sudden they're doing bad. No, how many know it started when they were young? And their dad how many know he didn't discipline them? He didn't discipline. And that's why the Bible's discipline while there's hope. while they're children, while there's hope. Because you know what? Sin ruins lives. And that's why when we're to obey, when they're correcting us, it's because they're wanting your life not to be ruined. Like brushing your teeth. You know, like you might be going, it's not that big a deal. But how many know these people, like these teeth that we just saw, really happened because of not taking care of their health, not taking care of their teeth. You know, or like if you played games all the time and you never did anything else, how many of that can end up ruining your life? Or, you know, just thing after thing. Like if you just ate candy all the time, you never ate any vegetables, you never ate anything good. How many know that can ruin your life? So that's why the Bible, just like the Bible talks to you and says, hey, obey your parents. You know what? It's talking to your parents at the exact same time saying, hey, discipline so their lives are not ruined. So that's why you need to help them out, because they're doing what the Bible is asking them to do, to discipline, because they don't want your life ruined. And you need to be good at listening. You need to be good at obeying so that your life is not ruined. Because, you know, God knows what's best for us, you know? And that's the purpose of parents, is that they would know what's best for you as well and to help you. Like you might not be thinking about cavities, but you know, how many know they're thinking about it? So just like Eli, if he would have just disciplined, oh man, he wouldn't have got that bad news. Can you imagine how awful that was? Like in the same day, you get the news that both of your children are gone just because of being so disobedient and not disciplined. So, parents really can ruin your lives, but just not in the way you're thinking. So help them. Help them not, help them like where it's not just like a fight all the time. You know what I mean? Like who's gonna win? Like, can I wear them down? Can I ask them 50,000 times and then they'll give in and they'll let me do it? No, let them do what the Bible's asking them to do, because it's gonna be what's good for you and for them as well. Because how many know if they got the news that your teeth were rotten, how many know they wouldn't want to hear that news? Just like Eli didn't want to hear that news about his children. So help them. Well, now we have another sound for you guys. Y'all ready? Here it is. See you next time. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, last sound.
Looney Tunes.
No, specifically.
Specific, yeah, I want specific.
Specifically, that was Porky the Pig.
Yeah!
Specific.
But what's Looney Tunes?
It was Looney Tunes, but yeah, it was pretty good.